Good evening and namaskar to all the viewers. My name is Amit Bajaj and I'm the founder and leader of GG Daily West. GG Daily West is committed to learn, share, inspire, and empower each other. Today we have a very special on the topic Master Tips for Excellence in Google Classroom by Nidhi ma'am. In this session, she will share a few tricks and tips to use Google Classroom which will help you and your students stay more organized. Before we begin the session, may I request all of you to kindly introduce yourself in the chat box. You may write your name, your city, your school name, the subject you teach, your experience with using Google Classroom. The recording of the session will be available on our YouTube channel. There will be the question and answer session at the end of the session. So please write down your questions, your queries, your doubt on the chat box. The feedback cum participation certificate link will be shared at the end of the session. Let me now take this opportunity to introduce Nidhi ma'am. She is a Google certified trainer and a Ed Puzzle coach. She is a passionate mathematics teacher with over 18 years of experience. She is currently working in St. Francis de Sales Senior Secondary School, New Delhi. She is a skilled educator in integrating technology to support classroom instruction and learning activities. She actively pursues advancing her knowledge in tech tools. She believes in learning and spreading knowledge across a wide platform. Welcome, ma'am. The stage is
Thanks
now
so
all
much,
yours.
sir. Thank you, sir, for your kind introduction. A very good evening to all of you. I'm Nidhi Bhagra, a mathematics teacher in St. Francis de Sales Senior Secondary School. I am a Google certified trainer, and today I'm going to share the top tricks and tips to use Google Classroom, which will help you stay more organized and save your time, help you produce online efficient lessons. So I'm really excited to share with you how I have been using Google Classroom, some other tips, and how to add a little touch of fun within the classroom. So let's get started.
Yeah, sure. I will be at the backstage.
Okay, sir. Thank you. So I'll be giving you few tips as the topic is master tips for excellence in Google Classroom. And I would also love to know in the chat box in case you are using a certain setting or something which is better than mine. So I would definitely like to learn from all of you as well. So my tip number one is make your Google Classroom reliable. That means you should post everything to Google Classroom. By everything, I mean all the assignments you would pass out to your students, all the tutorials, handouts, announcements, everything should go on Google Classroom. So, why is this important? One reason is that it communicates to students and families that your Google Classroom is a reliable place to go for all the information that is needed. Another is that if you reliably post everything to Google Classroom, it virtually eliminates the issue of absent students not knowing where to go find work, the issue of students losing their work, and it also helps make your class more accessible in general because all of the resources can be found in a single, well organized location. So, this was my tip number one. Tip number two, hide notifications on the stream. If you don't do this, the default setting is going to push everything that you post onto the stream. So I'll just go to the class teacher's classroom, and here you will notice on the stream page, you will notice that all the announcements and material, assignments, everything is showing up on the stream. Now, it is not hard to envision how incredibly cluttered the stream could go after posting just a few announcements and material. So, just to clean this up, all you have to do is on the right hand side, just go to the settings cog and go to classwork on the stream. Here, classwork on the stream, you will notice there are three options over here: show attachment and details, show condense notifications, and hide notifications. So just click on hide notifications and save on the right hand side. Now, when you go back to your stream page, the only visible post on the stream page will be your announcements. Like announcements like here, I have posted term 2 syllabus and the format I want it to be, a little handy and more accessible. All my announcements, my meeting code, my introductory video, these are all my announcements. So this helps students also clarify that announcements are found on the stream, whereas assignments, materials are found within the classwork tab. So this way you can clean up your stream page and only post your announcements on this. So let's move to the next tip. Tip number 3, change the email notification settings. Now, change the email notification settings on your main Google Classroom dashboard. And to do this, all you have to do is just go to your Google Classroom main dashboard, and here on the left hand side, go to this 3-line menu and go all the way down to settings on the left hand side over here, settings. The moment I click on settings, here you will see here by default this email notifications is on. Now, if this is on, that means you are going to get email for virtually everything what is happening within the classroom, and it will result in huge bomb of emails in your Google Workspace mail account. Now, just to clear this up, all you have to do is just always keep receive email notifications off. Next tip, moving on to the next tip, tip number 4, customize header for Google Classroom. I personally actually like the themes that Google Classroom offers. However, if you teach a bunch of math classes or a certain classes, you may run out of math themed headers. So let's say I'm teaching maths in, let's say, 4 classes, 5 classes. So I may run out math theme headers. You may want to create your own, or you may want to use the customized ones. This also helps you give personalized touch to your Google Classroom. And now, how do I make it? So you can make it using Canva. So all you have to do is, I'll just take you to canva.com. Now, this Canva basically is a free to use online graphical tool that combines design, photo editing, layout to help teachers and students create beautifully finished projects. Canva can be used by teachers to generate posters, captions, projects, but it can also be accessed by students for tasks. So Canva offers both free and premium accounts, but those premium accounts are available for free if you are an educator. So make sure you reach out to them. So here I am on Canva homepage. So all you have to do is, on the right hand side, you will see an option over here, create a design. So I'm just going to click on create a design, and here you will see an option, Google Classroom header. So as I click on Google Classroom header, here you will notice on the Canva page that there are some templates on the left hand side. Google Classroom templates are there. Now, some are free, some are for premium, but trust me, the free ones are also very, very good. So you can pick up any template you like. So this one is my favorite. The more you practice, the better you get. So this is a template I want to choose. Now, this template you can even customize. Like, I can even change the text also. I can simply change the text, welcome to my classroom. You can do that. But as of now, I'll go with the same. The more you practice, the better you get. So I'm just telling you that this is so easy to customize and edit. And even you see those geometrical shapes over here, you can even change their position. If you want some certain alignment, you can even change their colors also. So let's say I want to change this certain color. So this particular color you see over here, I can pick up any color, let's say pink. So I can even change the geometrical color of the geometrical shapes over here. So it's all so easy, and the interface, everything is very simple over here. And now let's say I want to add some photo over here. So you can even add photos from here. Now, as I click on photos, here you can even upload any media from your own device as well. From your drive, from your device, any photo, any class photograph you have. So anything you can upload over here. So as of now, I'm just going to photos which they are having. So let's say I want to, flowers image. So I can pick up any certain flower, let's say this one. So this is the flower I want to attach within my class header. So I'll just, now I can even change the position on both sides. I can take, you can even take, some effect of movement animations also. So I'll just type animations, and you will see there are some animations over here, and I'll just go by the ones which I have recently used. So I'll type again animations, and go to elements. Now here you will see there are lot many animations are there, and you can use any of the animations from here. So let's say I want to take this one, so I'll just click on it, and here on the left hand side there is an undo icon also. So anything which you don't like, so you can try and you can see. So this is the one which I have chosen. I can, let's say, this one also. So this is the one I have chosen from the effects. There are so many animations over here, you can choose any. And now once I'm quite happy with my template which is ready, all I have to do is I just have to click on the download icon on the right hand side. So this, as I click on download, now here they ask you file type. So just see what all file types are there. Since my Google Classroom header has some element of movement, so I will go by GIF. So here I click on GIF and download. So now you will see it's getting downloaded within my device. So it will take some time to download. All this does is add an element of movement, not too much, so it doesn't distract the students, but it does generate extra additional interest in the classroom. So this way students can see their dashboard, the different courses that they are part of, all with the varying header images chosen by their teachers. So you can see over here on the left hand side, it has been downloaded in my device. So I'll now directly go to my Google Classroom where I want to upload this header. So let's say this is the classroom. Here on the right hand side, I'll just go to customize on the right hand side, and here you will see upload photo. So I'll just go to upload photos, and now it says select a photo from your computer. It has already been in my device, uploaded in my device. So now it's getting uploaded, and here you will see that Google Classroom header. Now you can see that you can even crop, you can even see the size and the way you like it. So here I'm just changing its size, and now it looks good. So I'm going to select this as my class theme. So it will take some time depending on the speed also of the net, and very soon it will be downloaded. You can also use other tools like Adobe Spark, Google Drawing, etc. to change the Google Classroom header. So here you will see this is the same classroom. Now it is taking, now it says changing. So now you can see it is changing. It is taking some time, and you will notice that this new header, so this classroom has got a header, and it looks interesting. My students like it. Even I enjoyed creating such headers, and my student also like it. So it's an interesting thing. You can add a little touch of fun within your classroom, and you can make your classroom inviting. So this is something which is very, very interesting. I found it, I wanted to share with you. And now I'm moving on to tip number 5. Keep important items at the top of your stream. Now if you want to keep something important on the top that your students need easy access to, so all you have to do it, let's say I have my introductory video, I want it to be at the top when students enter my classroom. I have my we on So I just click on the 3 dots over here. There are 3 dots, and just click on move to top. So that particular on the stream page, that particular post will go directly at the top. So anything you want them to give easy access to, you can post it at the top. So let's say I want my syllabus and the format for the upcoming exams. So I'll just click on these three dots, move to top, and it will give them easy access through this option. My tip number 6, share the direct link to assignments. Now, direct link to assignments, in case you want your students directly who want to go to that individual assignment. Sometimes what happens is that students say that, ma'am, we are not able, we are not able to find that specific assignment. So where is that? So all you have to do is you can go to that specific assignment. Let's say I go to my classwork tab, and this is a specific assignment. I want my students to, work on it, and specific, I want to share this detail. So I can just click on the three dots over here, and here you will notice there is an option, copy link. Copy link. So as I click on this copy link option, and directly you can share this link through any media. So just copy the link, and I'll show you the moment you type this link, and directly it will take you to that specific media. So you can see over here that easily I just type that link, and it will take the students directly to that specific assignment. So this is how we can use this option of direct link. So just click on the three dots and copy the link. There is an option, copy link, and your students say we are not able to find it, you can share this link, and they will directly land up to that assignment. So that was my tip number 6. Tip number 7, create quiz assignment to import your grades. Now, when you add a quiz to an assignment in Google Classroom, you have extra options compared to other types of assignment. So I'll just show you, here I am on my classroom, and I go to classwork, how to create a quiz assignment. So as I click on create, so you will see so many options over here. One of the options is quiz assignment. So as I click on this quiz assignment, here you will notice a blank Google form will be attached here by default. And do you see a feature over here, grade importing? Now this grade importing is a wonderful feature. All it does is that it will import the grades directly to Google Classroom. I'm just showing you that option. I'm just posting, let's say this is demo, and you can give points, due date, topic, everything, and then I'm going to assign this quiz assignment. Now when the student will the students will open the assignment, there will be a Google form. Here on the right hand side you will notice that there is an option of import marks. So when they are done with their Google form, the moment you click on this import marks, this will directly import grades from Google form directly to the Google Classroom grade box. So one click, import marks, and it will directly upload all the marks in the Google Classroom grade box over here on the left hand side. So this option is available when you create a quiz assignment. So it is very, very important if you are giving them some quiz kind of a thing. So don't go by just an assignment. You can choose a quiz assignment. So this was my tip number.
But this feature is, I think, not available in the personal account. You should have your
Yes,
fundamentals or
yes,
other
sir.
paid accounts. Yeah.
Absolutely. This feature is there in Google Workspace for education, not in the personal account. Absolutely,
Yeah.
sir. So let's move on to tip number 8. Ask questions in Google Classroom. Now, Ask questions as in, like, when we start a lesson, we sometimes start with we want to check their prior knowledge, so we ask some questions. Sometimes at the end of the lesson we want to recapitulate and we ask some questions. And sometimes, in the form of an exit card, or in the middle of the lesson you want to check if the students are getting what you are teaching. So there is an option over here. I'll just show you. Let me just go to my classroom, and here I'll go to classwork, and here create question. So you will see here there is an option question. So the moment I click on question, now you can directly ask a question in the Google Classroom. So I'll just give you a demo. It's let's say I want to ask a certain question in the class. So I'll go to my classroom. Here it says question. So this is my question. How do you know which measure of central tendency best describes the data? Now there are two options over here. Please note there are two options. Yeah, the two options are short answer and multiple choice. Now, short answer, if you select the short answer, now here you fill out points, due date, and topic. Here down, you will notice there are 2 points. Students can reply to each other. And the second is students can edit the answer. So students can reply to each other means once they have posted, they can reply to each other, and students can edit answer after posting their answer. So if you check them, they'll be able to post, they will be able to edit their answers after they post. So this is my question. Now the second option is multiple choice also. The moment you click on multiple choice, here you can create various options. So there is an add option, and you can give multiple choice question directly within the classroom. So as of now, I'm going by short answer. Now this is the question I want to ask my students, and I want my students that they can reply to each other. They can edit answers specifically when when you're having a class discussions. So you want your students to collaborate, to discuss with each other. They can reply. So I have checked in both the options. Now here on the right hand side, the icon is ask. So as I click on ask, now the student will receive this assignment. Now I'm going to show you from the student's point of view how it will look like. So here I go to the student's assignment, and yes, so I'm just refreshing the page because I'm showing you from the student's point of view. So this stream will be updated and the question will show. Yes. So here I can see this is from the student's point of view. Now, the moment student opens up this assignment, the student will see the question. How do you know which measure of central tendency best describes the data? And you can see over here, there is a space provided for the student to write down the answer within the classroom. So here the student will type in the answer. So I'm just randomly now just typing. So let's say this is the answer which is being typed by the student, and here there is an icon turn in. So the student will turn in here only. So the answer now the most interesting part. After the student turns in the answer, there is an option over here, see classmates answers. And here at the top also, it's the same, classmates answers. So as I go on to classmates answers, so they will be able to see if others are also writing. They'll be able to see others answers because I checked in that option. And yeah, they will be able to see all the answers. So I'll just show you. I did this activity with my students in the class, and I'll just take you. Yeah, this was the question I asked my students. So this was the question I asked my student. Like I was just teaching them the concept of surface area volume. So I wanted to ask, in what have you understood? So these are the answers given by the students. So you can see over here, these are the answers given by the students, so they can see each other's answer. Also, I can also even reply. Suppose I want to correct somebody, I can even reply over here. The students can also reply to each other because I had checked in that option. And here on the right hand side, you see these three dots, As I click on these three dots, it says mute a certain child. Muting a child means that child will be able to see all the assignments, the questions, and answers of all the students, but that child will not be able to reply or respond. That certain child, if you mute them. So we'll be getting all the assignments, material, questions, everything, but the child will not be able to reply to anybody else. So this is how, if you want to mute a certain child, you can do that also. So isn't it a wonderful option? Please let me know in the chat box also. This ask questions, so you can use it for exit ticket. You can use it in the middle of the lesson also. So it's a wonderful option. So I'm moving on to the next tip.
I have one question here. Sometimes
Yes,
what
sir.
happens, I don't want my students to actually see each other answers. Otherwise, they will sometimes what they do, they copy the answers posted by someone else. So, is it possible to hide the that?
No, the answers, in that case, you cannot hide the answers. So basically, this tool is for collaboration, for
Okay.
learning from each other, for class discussions. Let's say you're discussing something. So this specific thing is for collaborating within the classroom. Yeah, for different, for that you can create different assignments for different students, and that way they can answer. So, but this particular tool, there is no option to hide each other's answers.
Okay, that's great. Thank you.
Yes. So my tip number 9 is use the find command. Now, use the find command to help you locate the assignments. As you add more assignments to Google Classroom, even organizing them into themes, sometimes it is difficult to find what you want. But there's an easy trick. You can actually use Control F if you're on a Windows laptop, and you can use Command F if you're working on a Mac to search for a specific assignment. So I am on a Windows laptop. Let's say I want to search for a specific assignment within my classroom. I would like to search for a specific assignment. So all I'm doing is I just type Control F, and as I type Control F, you see a search window pops up at the top. And here, let's say I want to search assignments and material, anything I've related to circles. So here you will see that all the assignments material, wherever circles have been, material assignments have been created, it will highlight that. So it's easy to find and locate the assignment using this option. You just have to type Control F if you're on a Windows laptop, and Command F if you're on a Mac. So this is also very very useful feature. Then moving on to the next one, collaboration using Google Classroom. Now, I'll just take you to Google Classroom over here from a teacher's point of view. So, yes, here I would like to just collaboration, as in now when you go to classwork and when you go to create material assignment, specifically, I'm here talking about assignment. Now there are so many options which we are very well aware of, like we want to add a file from a Google Drive, we want to upload any from our device directly, any link you want to share. And within the classroom you can share YouTube videos. So any video which you want to share with your students within the classroom, you can pick up any one video, just add video option, and you can use it. Now there is a plus sign over here. As I click on this plus sign, there are various options. Like you can even add a doc, Google Doc. So if you want to give them a questionnaire, if you are giving them, a hyperdoc questionnaire, any assignment, so you can attach Google Doc directly from here. Now there are three options over here. Students can view the file. View the file, that means they'll only be able to view the file. They'll not be able to make any changes in the Google document. Second option is students can edit the file. Now in this option, students can edit the file. They can, all the students will receive one single document, and they can all collaborate on that. So let's say you want to give them some research work, or you want them to collaborate and make something. So you can use this option. Students can edit the file. You can also assign it to certain students. Like if suppose you want to assign it to 5 students, so you just have to uncheck all students and pick up only those 4 or 5 students you want them to work on. So they all will get one single document, and they'll work together and to work on that specific assignment. The third option is make a copy for each student. Now, in this, they will get their individual copy of Google Doc. They'll work individually on it and submit and turn in the assignment. This way you can even add slides also. You can give them a empty slide template, and if you want, you want them to work together on a slide template. So if you want just them to view the file, that is one thing. If you want them to edit the file, that okay, 4 or 5 students create the slide presentation together, so you can create, students can edit the file and select only those students, those whom you want to give it as a group assignment. And the third option is make a copy for each student, so they will all get different individual copy of Google slide. They'll all work individually on that presentation and turn in. So this is one thing. Now if you just click on this plus sign, there is one drawing tool also, Google Drawing. Now this Google Drawing is overlooked very often by most of us, and it is simple basic drawing tool which allows you to create and share your drawings with the world. So you can do various collaborative and creative assignments using Google Drawing also. So I'll just give you just a few examples. I'll first close few windows which I don't need. So yes. So I'm just showing you, like, this is one assignment I give to my students also, that create any design using geometrical shapes. So they can use fill color option, the borders option, the border width option, and this way you can give them some collaborative icebreaker activities also, just to generate interest. So there are so many Google Drawing is itself is a vast topic. So I just there are insert shapes, there are various shapes are there, and you can just create, give them such activities. There is also one activity which can be done collaboratively, is KWL chart. So this KWL chart is basically, K stands for what I know, W stands for what I want to know, and L stands for what I have learned. So I prefer doing this activity with my students, because at the beginning of the lesson I share this with my students in a collaborative way, where they all write what do they know about this topic already and what they want to know, and at the end of the lesson they write down what they have learned. So this gives me also kind of a reflection as a teacher, whether I have achieved my learning outcome or not. So this activity can also be given as and this Google Drawing for all subjects like flow charts and math sciences, mind maps, and all the subjects you can use, give this Google Drawing like this. And in the languages, character map, all these things can be given. Word web in languages can be given. So many collaborative activities can be done using this Google Drawing. So use it more often. I'll just close some windows. I hope it is clear. And I'm now moving on to the next tip. Tip number 11. Now this is very, very important. When you share any slide or Google Doc with your students, always publish before sharing. I'll just show you, an example. Let's say I want to share this, Google Doc. I have created some notes on the Mughal Empire. I want to share with my students. Now, when you publish, normally what happens when you share a link, to a Google Doc, or you share a link to a Google slide with your students, it is very likely in the editing mode, and the viewer will see the toolbar, margins, and the other things. Yeah, of course you can change the share settings also, but still they are able to see the toolbar, the margins, and all these things. So my tip number 11 is that always publish Google site and documents before sharing with your students in the classroom. So all you have to do is, suppose I want to share with my students, just click on File on the left hand side, and here you have to go all the way down to Publish to the Web. So as I click on Publish to the Web, here everything is set, all default settings are there. You just you want as a link, so just click on this Publish. So as I click on Publish, are you sure you want to publish this selection? Okay. and you will see a link has been generated. I copy this link, I'll go to my classroom and I create. Now, let's say I want to create as a material, and here I will attach the link over here, add link, and paste. So I pasted that link. Now I would like to show you how the published version looks like. So here I'm just opening it up. You will see this when you publish a Google Doc, it creates a web page version. There are no toolbars, no borders, nothing. It creates a web page version for that specific Google Doc. And exactly same way, suppose I want to share, my this presentation with my students, slide presentation. So the best ways, never share like this. Never ever share Google slide presentation with the link that if directly from here. Just go to file and publish to the web exactly same way. So the default settings, everything is set. You just have to, the link is selected, so you just have to publish. So are you sure you want to publish? Okay. And you will see over here a link has been generated. I copy this link and I'll go to my classroom. So just add link option is there. So from here I'll just paste, add link. So how the Google slide presentation will look like? So this presentation will look like this. It will be like again a web page version, and not like a proper Google slide where they can edit or do something. So this is like a web page version. So
And
always,
the
always,
benefit is the people will not be able to download this. Sometimes you want
yes,
to share your information with them, but you don't want them to download it. So when you publish it, first thing it will get updated even after every 5 minutes, and they will not be able to download it. That's why
perfect,
I
perfect.
always prefer this.
I think this is one of the bigger benefit that,
Yeah,
sometimes they download, they edit, and so in that case, you publishing a website or a Google Doc, I think is the best option.
yeah.
Right. So now I'm moving on to the next tip. I'm just clearing up all the windows also, as so many windows are being opened up. Yes. So my tip number 12 is use comment bank to save your time. Now, saving time with built-in comment bank in Google Classroom is, it's very, very important. Built-in comment bank for Google Classroom, it enables us to leave comments on our students' work, save them in comment bank, and reuse them later whenever the same issue comes up. So let's have a look at what this looks like. I am just going to a specific assignment in the classroom. I'll just take you, let's say this is the assignment teacher has created, and now the teacher wants to see one child has turned in, and this is the assignment which has been turned in by the student. Now, as you can see, the assignment has been submitted. Now suppose you want to, add a comment over here. So all you have to do is just select certain area where you want to, give comment, and here you will see a plus sign which says add a comment, and here I can add a comment, add more detail. So here I've added a comment, add more detail. Now just click on comment. So this comment is here. Now I can even add this comment to the comment bank. Now what is this comment bank? The small icon on the right hand side, second one, is the comment bank. So as of now, you can see my comment bank is empty, but yes, I can add comments to my comment bank. All I have to do is just click on these three dots, and here you will see an option add to comment bank. So as I click on add to comment bank, it asks me, and here I just click on add, and here you will see this option, add more detail has been added to my comment bank. You can even add manually the comments to the comment bank. So here I just click on this plus sign, and I can add comments like excellent presentation. So manually also you can add comments to your comment bank, add good work, then more information is needed. So this way you can manually add the comments. Now all you have to do is next time if you want to use this comment, just copy to clipboard from here and you can just paste it anywhere. You can paste it in your private chat also. You can paste it within the doc also. Now, but this is not the only way to access the comment bank. There is a hidden way of accessing a comment bank using a hashtag. So all you have to do is just select a certain area where you want to add the comment, click on this plus sign, and now I am going to type hashtag. The moment I type hashtag, do you see all the comments from my comment bank showing up, all the comments from my comment bank here? So I can pick up any comment from here and add. So it will save your time. And this comment bank is incredibly useful, especially when you are going to give feedback to multiple students, multiple pieces of work. You just need to access the comment bank. So this was my tip number 12. Now tip number
Uh,
13.
Before you move on, ma'am, I think we can also add our audio comments using the moat extension.
Absolutely.
That is
That
also
is why
possible.
yes, that is for that we have to download the moat extension, and we can even add audio comments using that
Yeah.
also. Yes.
Because the primary kids, I mean, they are used to listen to their teacher. They would love to hear their voice.
Absolutely, it's because it gives a personal touch. Also, they get to hear from their own teachers,
Yes.
and that once you when you are saying that comment in your own tone, so the students definitely they will like it. Yeah, but that for that you need to download the Chrome extension. It is not a
Yeah.
feature of a Google Classroom, right?
Yeah.
The tip number 13 is send the assignment to multiple classes. So this is something very simple. If you are creating an assignment, let's say I'm already on the assignment page over here, and I want to share this assignment with multiple classes. So I just have to click over here, and I can pick up all my classes. I can pick up 4 or 5 classes where I want to attach. So just over here you just have to check in which all classes you would like to share this assignment, and just give a title, instructions, and then due date, topic, everything as usual, and you can assign within one click. That assignment will be created in multiple classes. Tip number 14, send email to all the students using actions. Now, for that, I'm just showing you a demo over here. Let's say I'm just going back to my classroom, and yes, this is my classroom, and I want to share, I want to, share one email with my student. I want to share something through email. So all I have to just go to this people. So just click on people, and here you will see an icon actions. So I check, so all are selected. Now just click on this actions here. The last option is mute. I have already told you here also mute means the same. Suppose you have your settings are that your students can reply and students can answer. So in this case a child will be able to see everything what teacher is posting, what others are posting, but not be able to reply. Yes, a remove option if you want to remove a certain child, but here you can see the very first option is email. As I click on this email, and if you want to share with certain students, you can also always uncheck a few students. Now you can see over here, the moment I click on email, the email of all my students have been selected, and I can just type my subject and the content, and within one go I just have to click this send, and that email will go to all my students in one go. So you can send email to all the students using this actions. Now moving on to tip number 15, make your Google Classroom interesting. So this is something interesting, so that your students come to your classroom. So I this is a website called getemoji.com. So you can add certain emojis to your classroom, so that your classroom looks interesting and student would like to come back to your classroom. So I'll just show you. Let's say this is the classroom, and I've added already added some emojis like pencil emoji, some emojis I've added. Now I just, all you have to do is just, let's say maths lab. Now maths lab is all about activities, fun, so I want to rename and I want to add an emoji over here. So all you have to do is you just have to go to that emoji.com, and this, it has got so many emojis, latest ones also. So you can pick up any emoji. So I'm just picking up randomly, let's say just copy and paste. It's so simple. Just copy, and wherever you want to paste it, so just paste and rename. So this way, not only in the headings, you can even attach emojis within, when you are giving them assignments, there also you can attach emojis. And here, when you create an assignment, you will see any assignment or any material, you can even add emojis on the right. If you just right click on title or anywhere, there is an option of emoji. So you will see so many built in here. Also you can directly, also you can use emojis from here also. Yeah, but this emoji, get emoji.com has got, latest ones and all the new emojis also. So all you have to do is simply copy and paste, make your Google Classroom look interesting. So even when you're giving materials and assignments, you can use these. So my next tip is, yeah, invisible walls on the Google Classroom homepage. So I'll just go to Google Classroom homepage, and here you will notice that when you see a certain class over here down below, there is an arrow. So the moment you click on that arrow, every classroom has that arrow. The moment you click on this arrow, it will directly take you to the student grade card. So directly it will open the grade records of the student. So this is one thing, directly from the assignment you can go to there, and I'll show you the second icon, which is here. If the moment you click, it will directly take you to the Google Drive folder where of that specific classroom. So directly you can go to the Google Drive folder from there. And even within the classroom also, if you go to classwork, here also you have class drive folder. On the right hand side you will see, so here also when you click, so this is also one of, this is the same, I mean you will reach the same thing, class drive folder, whether you are doing from here or you're doing from the main dashboard. Then you can then when you click on these three dots, there is an option of move also. So when you can even move the classroom. Suppose I want to arrange my classroom, all my classes in a specific order, you can directly move from one place to another. And the best is, now if just giving you an example, suppose I'm here, my first class is 10th, I want ninth over here, 10 9 8 this way. So I just click on this move, and wherever I want, I'll just select, and 10th then ninth. So this way, and the easiest way, just drag and drop 10th, ninth, 8th. So this way I can arrange all my classes the way I want it. So it's so simple, wherever I want I can simply drag and arrange all my classes using this feature, move. My tip number 17 is create your own video tutorial. You can create your own video tutorial that students and their families can rewatch as many times as they need to, and learn the key features of your Google Classroom. The benefit of making your own tutorial is that you probably have your own little idiosyncratic ways that you set up your Google Classroom, and you can explain all of these. And you can also create a pre-created tutorial. It's important that you're showing them lots of different features in Google Classroom that they probably don't know about. So for example, on the main dashboard, you want to show them how to find the assignments. So small little videos with which the parents will understand how to go about the classroom sometimes. So let's say this is a student's classroom, you can show them that when you go on, you can make a video tutorial. When you click on these three line menu, there is an option of to do. So to do, as you open this to do list, here what all assignments have been assigned, how many are missing, how many already handed in, every detail. So sometimes they don't even know that this option is actually there, and they can week wise they can see what all assignments have been given. So it is very important that you create your own video, and you can show them how to do things like uploading external documents to your Google Classroom. So all these things will help if you create your own video tutorial. My next tip is make Google Classroom student friendly. Now, for this, what you can do? You should have somebody else log in into your Google Classroom to see whether or not it makes sense. Oftentimes, we are setting up classrooms, topics, categories, we are doing from our own perspective. So it's really important that you get the perspective of somebody else, that they communicate back to you whether or not your organization system is clear or not. To really make Google Classroom, as student friendly as possible, I would recommend that you should try to get your entire school together to log into each other's classroom to make sure that your organizational practices are aligned and that student experience is relatively similar. So when they go into different classes, they experience different teachers' classrooms. You can imagine, if a student has five different subjects, five different classes, and has to log into five different classrooms that all look quite different, how confusing that could be. And this is an activity we can do at any point in the year. We can still optimize our Google Classroom. It does not just have to be in the beginning. So this was my tip number 18. Tip number 19, get 1% better every day. So I read a book called Atomic Habits. And the summary of the book is that if you can get 1% better each day for 1 year, you will end up 37% times better by the time you are done. So we don't have to change drastically or overnight. The difference a tiny improvement can make is astounding. So as teachers, become the best version of yourself, make your classroom so welcoming, inviting, so organized that every student who opens it believes that they are about to have an amazing experience. So that covers all of my tips. I hope you found these tips helpful. Thank you. Over to you, Amit sir.
Yeah, thank you, Nidhi ma'am. Wonderful tips, 19 tips. That's fair enough for in just 50 minutes time duration. Before we move, we have few questions. In fact, how we can archive a class and a basic idea and purpose of it. And second is reusing a post, because I personally feel reusing a post is a wonderful feature. If you would like to
Absolutely.
demonstrate that.
Yes, yes, sir. I would like to. So first, I will show you archiving a classroom. So let's say a specific class. I'll just go to Google Classroom. Yes, this is my dashboard and a specific class I would like to archive. So here, just click on the three dots, and here down you will notice there is an option archive. So I just click on archive. So they will give you some instructions over here that archiving a class will be that students will not get access to this particular class, but the teacher will have access to all the material, everything, but it will not be available for students. So I'm going to click, and it will remain in your Google Drive. The folder will still be there. So now I have archived this class. Now you will not see on my dashboard. You will not see this class on my dashboard. So when I now suppose I want to restore that class, or I want certain material, I want to restore that particular class again. Just click on this three-line menu, and here you can see all the way down to see there are archived classes. So I click on archived classes over here, and here you will see my this class is over here. The students will no longer have access to this particular class, but I can access, and all my material, everything is all intact. I can use it. And suppose I wanted to restore. So just click on these three dots, and here there is an option restore. So if I restore, it will go on to my main dashboard again. So if I go to my dashboard, I will see that class is here again. So this is one option, archiving. So what was the second thing you were seeing?
That was that reusing a
Reuse.
post.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
reuse the post. Yes. So let's say I want to create an assignment in my classroom, and I'll just say this classroom, and I open the classwork now. I have already created some assignment in some other class or maybe in the same class. I want to reuse that post. So the moment I click on create, you will see over here there's an option reuse post. So when I click on this reuse post, it will show up all my classes over here. I can go to any class. I created an assignment, let's say in class 8th, and I want to create similar assignment in class ninth also. So I have opened this 8th standard over here. I can pick up any assignment. I just have to double click, let's say mensuration. So this assignment I have to reuse. Here on the right hand side, there is an option reuse. So I just click on reuse and it's uploading. See, whatever I taught, whatever my attachments were there, everything has been brought it here. So now you can edit according to your own, customize it, your same material, everything. So you can reuse post from any classroom, anywhere. You can just reuse from all your classes and this assignment. So it will save a lot of time also. So yes sir.
Uh, Ekta ma'am is asking, when we archive a class, student work is lost or it remains?
It is there in the drive, Google Drive folder, where your class folder is there. Because, as I told you, when you archive a class, that folder is still there. So you will definitely, get that in folder. That assignment will be there.
And is it for the Hindi language also?
For Hindi
Uh,
language
Actually, the
creation of
question is not 100% clear to me also. I probably think ma'am wanted to, I mean, one of the educator wanted to know, can we use the Google Classroom in Hindi language or for teaching
See,
the Hindi
there is,
language?
yeah, definitely there is actually within classroom there is no such feature, but yes, there is a Google Chrome extension. It's called Google Input Tools. Google Input Tools. You can download this attention. If sir, is my screen still visible?
No, I just added that.
Uh,
You want to add it? Yeah,
I
please
was
do.
just showing this Chrome extension.
Yeah,
There
yeah,
is a
please do.
yeah, there is a Chrome extension called Google Input Tools. So if you download, I can give a demo, but there's less time. But yes, there is an option
Mhm.
of Hindi. So if as a Hindi teacher you want to type something in Hindi, please download this Google Input Tools from Chrome Web Store, and you can type anything in Hindi anywhere you like, whether it's Google Classroom or document making of question paper. This will definitely help.
And there is one more thing which I want to add while using a Google Classroom. I always begin with creating a topic because since now we are
So you're not
planning for our
audible.
next session,
Yeah, yeah.
we are
I
now
couldn't hear
planning
well.
for our
Sorry.
next session. So 2022-23. So when we as a teacher are creating our own classroom, so I would always recommend and prefer to start always with creating one topic. So you have one topic created, say I'm teaching my grade 12 mathematics. So there's a topic differentiation. So then, of course, then I can go on adding lot many assignments, material and quizzes and all that. And they all can be added in a one subtopic of differentiation. So at the end of the year, you will have all the work or everything compiled together in that particular subtopic only.
Yes, yes, absolutely.
So, ma'am, we had a very wonderful tips, and I think there is no question. So, before we end this session, let me share the feedback form also in the chat box. I request all of you to kindly fill in the feedback form. There are certain points which actually, I mean, there are everything is beautiful. I mean, I've learned every point and every tip, but one tip of email notification settings, that's really nice because I was not aware of this particular setting before. I was getting lot many emails from my students. Once I have posted anything, they started responding. Some private comments are coming, and lot many email notifications are coming every day. So that's sometimes annoying also to a teacher. So that's a wonderful
Absolutely.
tip.
That is huge
Uh,
bomb of emails you get, and it practically gives you email for every single thing what's happening within the
yeah.
classroom. So
And then using the Canva for creating the our header, I always use make use of that Canva. That's wonderful. I already shared the link for Canva for education. So if you are an educator, you have your school organizational email ID website, so you can always request Canva and they will provide you a free time license to the Canva for education. Next, the publishing the Google Slides or your docs. That's a wonderful tip. Then comment bank. Another very nicely explained, beautiful tip. There are, say, about, generally, I feel we have 10 tips. Sorry, 10 comments I just wanted. Generally, we have 10 comments I wanted to give repeatedly to my students. So if we have a comment bank, that hashtag, so hashtag works so nicely in our
Yes.
class. Wonderful. So thank you very much, ma'am. So all the tips you have shared, I'm sure when we'll be having our classes, a new session, it will be definitely in a physical mode, finger crossed. But at the same time, definitely the teaching is will be in the hybrid mode. So we'll be having the Google Classroom 100% we were using. In future also, there will be the usage of Google Classroom as such. So once again, thank you very much, ma'am, for this wonderful session. I'm
My
reading
pleasure, sir.
the messages the teachers they are sharing. Oh, wow. Wonderful session. Thank you, ma'am. Nice tips, very nice tools, tips shared by you. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. So, once again, please fill in the feedback form. So, it's 6 p.m. We are dot on time, 1 hour session. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Thank,
sir. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
yeah, thank you. Signing off.